guys, how are you?
Hi, guys. How are you today? Woo! We have a lot to talk about, people. We have a lot to talk about. So let's get right into it. Last week, I did a video in which someone had sent me a clip. And in this clip, it was Vanessa, Louis' ex, shouting out Margaret. And someone sent me this clip and they said, oh, here's the proof that you need to know that Margaret knows Louis' ex, Vanessa, and she's the mole. Okay. So we talked about that. If you haven't seen that video, it's still up. Go back and look at it. Oh, thank you guys for reminding me about my banner. Got to put the banner up. And so I did the story and I was like, yeah, we were all talking about it. We think Margaret's the mole because Teresa has been saying the storyline this season is that Margaret is selling these Louis stories, not even selling, giving these Louis stories to the blog. So the woman, and you're in the chat, I don't know if you want me to say your first name, that had that video contacted me. She works for her. The name of her blog is called The Housewife Historian. She called me and said, Sharrell, I broke that story. And without a doubt, Margaret knows Vanessa. And not only that, Vanessa is friends with Kim D. And I was like, what? Huh? And I said, well, let me verify that. So I called Kim D's camp and I said, does Kim D know Vanessa? And they said, yes, she's friends with Vanessa and the wife, the ex-wife. So I just started asking questions. And I thought it was going to be, well, I ask people questions all the time and they go off the record. And so when I was done, I was like, I'll make sure I keep this off the record. And they were like, no, you could say it came from Kim D. I was like, what? Huh? They said, Kim D stands by what she says. Let's go over some of the things she said. So I said, is Margaret the mole? And she said, no. That's not the most important story here. What everybody should be worried about is Louis' character. Louis is a narcissist abuser. And oh my God, let's just go down this list. He owns a sex club. Hold on, let me put this up. Called, where's that name of that? Sacred Sexually Meetup. And they have let me take this down. Hold on, so we can see that. Group sex and tantric, I hope I'm saying that right, sex. And not only that, they have 153 members. It's in Allendale, New Jersey, which is Bergen County. And it says right here, Louis is the owner of this club. That's what they're calling it. He's also a opportunist that targeted Teresa. Oh, and I thought this was funny. The sign for the symbol is an upside down pineapple. That's the swinger symbol. Isn't that weird that Teresa kept talking about pineapples and all of this the previous season? Remember, she was saying something about put pineapple down there. But anyway, and that he targeted Teresa. And he really is a narcissist, opportunist, and he does the same thing in phases. The first stage is he really gives this woman, whoever his target is, lots of love, lots of attention. He starts out early with the I love yous, and he can be quite charming if you're not aware of his past. Okay. Kim D says everyone knows, all the women knows that what she's saying is true. Everyone knows about how Louis' behavior is. No matter what, she doesn't want to see Teresa hurt, and neither do any of the women. So we got a really interesting situation at this point, because people are saying he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Kim D's friends with Vanessa, who's telling her everything that happened to her. People are trying to warn Teresa. She's really not listening. She's in the honeymoon phase. You've been targeted. And what more can you tell someone that's in a bubble, a cocoon, a haze of love, that you better be careful? This guy is not good. Okay, so let's go to that. So also, I'm being told that she's not friends with any of the women in the group anymore, including Dolores. Dolores is not even invited to the wedding. And the reason that Teresa's saying that Dolores is not invited to the wedding, because Dolores broke loyalty. Oh God, this isn't good. This isn't good. So I thought that's a bad situation. I know what a narcissist abuser can be like. And if everyone's trying to warn her and she's just not listening, that's a bad situation. That was my first thought. But I couldn't forget the part that she said, Margaret's not the mole. So I had to keep digging, people. I had to keep digging. And I finally got what I was looking for. I talked to someone off the record and said, the mole is Teresa. Melissa, Teresa's sister-in-law. Margaret told some bloggers the person that started it all was Melissa. This makes perfectly good sense. I always said, Melissa's not really treating Teresa like a true sister-in-law. Where is the loyalty? Well, she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Everyone in town knows about Louis. They're trying to tell Teresa about Louis. Teresa's not listening. Me personally, would I have gone to the blogs and talked about my sister-in-law's new boyfriend, fiance? No, I probably would have went to Teresa, but I understand the method. Teresa's not going to listen to anybody right now. She's just in love. Someone said she's an airhead. I don't even know if I would call her an airhead. Listen, she was alone for 5 years. She missed having companionship. She comes with this freaky deaky guy that likes to have sex all day long. And being told he really put Vanessa through it. We'll get into that later. This video is about Melissa being the mole. So I'm kind of understanding both sides. When all of your friends are saying, Teresa, be careful, or we don't like him, or something's not right about him, we smell a rat. I don't know, the smartest thing to do would be cut him off and don't invite him to the wedding. This is a true problem. This is not made up for TV. This is a true storyline. I don't know how I feel about Melissa right now, because I do understand. I personally not feeling her on the show, but I understand her theory. You can't tell Teresa anything at this point. Anything that has to do with Louis. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. What else can I tell you today? They wanted me to read. Listen to this, is crazy. Let's read the description of his sex club. This group is for people who love themselves and love their bodies. Come feel comfortable within yourself and with the like-minded people who are entranced by the height of tantric massage. Life is too fast and so many things moving all times. This escape will be slow, sensual, and mind-blowing. His motto is sex can help with a lot of situations in life, and it will definitely bring a sense of peace into your world. Okay, Louis, maybe we're one damn person, but group sex, 153 people breathing all over each other and humping up and down. And my fear goes even past Kim D's and the cast. What if he gets Teresa into doing this freaky stuff? I'm not trying to be mean here, Teresa. I'm just saying, like, ew. For me, I don't want to judge. I'm saying for me, it can't be sanitary. I'm just saying, this is that's just for me. What else we got here? She says that Vanessa will be suing Louis for $10 million. Oh gosh. And that Kim doesn't wish anything bad on Teresa. I don't think anybody wishes anything bad on Teresa. This is a serious situation. So last week I was all pissed off at Margaret, mind your own business. And I wasn't really feeling Melissa, but the situation has changed because Louis is a real problem. Okay. And he's not letting Teresa up for air. Okay. She already sold her home. She's under his roof, introduced her children to this guy. And a narcissist abuser is serious. It's a serious situation. I don't want that to happen to anybody either. So I stand with the rest of the cast and Kim. I don't want anything bad to happen to Margaret. Let me read these super chats that are coming in kind of fast. Teresa is going to lose herself with him. I know. So dangerous. Exactly, Rochelle. I mean, but what? So she's not talking to Melissa. And when she finds out that Melissa is the mole, she's going to be even more mad instead of listening to what Melissa, Margaret, and everyone else is saying. And everyone's telling you Louis is bad news. She also went on to say, I forgot this part because I'm trying to leave some out for another day. That his explanation for the video that he gave on the show was a lie. We all knew that. It's just nice to hear it confirmed. And also, I don't know if this is out yet, that the wedding's going to be in August. We have until August, people. We have until August to get this through Teresa's head or make it very clear to her what she's getting herself into. A narcissist is one of the worst kind of people that you can deal with because they don't care what happened to you. They just worried about themselves. And all of this sex, okay, yes, in the beginning, fine. But after a while, well, for me, that gets old, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here, people. This is crazy. He's targeting Teresa. He knew Teresa was famous. So right now he's getting more out of Teresa than the other way around. How did Dolores break loyalty? I don't know how she did it, but that's the reason that they're not talking. The reason that Teresa is giving, allegedly, I have to say that, is that she broke loyalty. She probably said something about Louis or agreed with something or said, I don't know. Guys, what do we think of this mess? This is cray. Someone said, Louis came in hot, which means we have a plan. He had a plan and Dumbo won't see it. I don't want to call Teresa Dumbo. I don't. Listen, I feel sorry for Teresa. We all could be victims of a narcissist. It's not something that anyone is no one is narcissist proof because they're good. They know how to do it. It's a mental illness that they have. Sounds like Louis been doing this a long, long time. He's hiding a lot. And, I don't know. Teresa's children have already been through a lot. They're not taking this easy. Was it Melania who cried during the move? Like these kids, they had to go through Teresa's in jail, then their dad's in jail, and then their dad being deported. And now here comes this narcissist that has everything to win by hooking up with the famous Teresa Giudice. And we all know narcissists love attention, and she can give him lots of attention, lots of camera time. I bet you he goes, wherever he goes now, he's recognized. He probably loves it. Hey, there's a Louis from the show. What up, Louis? Hey, guys. Loving the attention you giving me over here. I'm laughing at the comments. Let me drop this link because you guys are crazy. I wasn't going to take calls, but sometimes your comments just crack me up. This is a bad situation. This is a bad situation. I mean, and she says all the women know. Does that mean that also her girl Jennifer knows and just not saying anything? Because I don't blame people for not saying anything to Teresa's face. She's knocking over glasses. If you talk about Louis, she's going to flip a table again. It's just a mess, people. A mess. Let me take this down. Hold on 1 second. Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Andrea, this is a crazy situation.
Well, you know what? When you look at the whole situation, Teresa liked the bad boy or the bad man image. She likes that. And why she's mad with Dolores, I believe that she's mad with Dolores because Dolores didn't agree with whatever she say. If you don't agree with Teresa, Teresa gets mad at you. I'm Team Melissa because you have to realize, look what Teresa did to Melissa all over the years. She was not kind. She was not kind to Melissa. She was not kind to Kathy. She was not kind to Rosie. She didn't want them on the show. She wanted to be the top lady on the show. So whatever Teresa gets is what Teresa gets. Teresa's not all that sweet, and she's not all that innocent.
Okay, but as a woman, do you want to see another woman getting used by a narcissist?
No, I don't. But don't you think it's time for that doggone woman to get some sense?
You're not very empathetic.
Sorry.
Sebastian, do you feel the same way as Andrea?
Okay. I love Teresa. I love Jersey. Jersey's one of the best housewives show. Bravo.
Yeah.
But the only thing we can do is raise our voices so Teresa can hear us. But also, I think people don't realize it until they actually face the action. So she's going to have to get married with him. She's going to have to deal with him for a couple of years. And then she will see what will happen. Because in her mind, she does not see that Louis is using her. I'm a team Jennifer Aiden fan. I love Jennifer Aiden. I love Jennifer Aiden, Teresa, Dolores. I love all three of them. But
let me bring up the blogger that helped me get this all started.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jessica. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Great. Isn't this crazy?
I cannot believe it. I thought Margaret was for sure, after she did that interview and she was with Dolores and said that, she 100% was not the one leaking it, and that Vanessa had came out and done that, video where she had given, Marge credit for the necklace. Remember the necklace? And she gave her like a shout out, and I was like, they have to be in contact. Maybe Marge and Melissa were like co-conspirators.
Yeah,
that's what I think. Maybe Marge was getting the information, giving it to Melissa, and Melissa was giving it to the blogs.
Do you judge Melissa?
Yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think she probably already had that lie like ready in case she got caught, that she would say she was doing it for Teresa's benefit, but that wasn't her intention at all. And she thinks Dolores broke loyalty because Dolores stayed at the restaurant. That's why she said that Dolores broke loyalty because Marge asked her to stay at the restaurant, and they talk 5 times a day and they're best friends. And so Dolores stayed, and that made Teresa mad.
And don't you think that if anybody don't agree with Teresa, they become Teresa enemy?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It might seem that way.
Freddie, this is absolutely crazy. Are you judging Melissa?
I mean,
Melissa's just so boring. Is she worth my time to judge? Probably not. I mean, what does she do apart from have her husband who behaves like his height most of the time? He is quite funny in all honesty, but she's so boring. And she's like, oh, Marge, oh, Jackie, she doesn't do anything.
Why didn't Melissa pull Teresa to the side with her brother and say, this is what we know about Louis. You have to listen to us.
Because maybe Teresa would have said that Melissa is jealous of her.
I think that, and I don't think, they go on of this whole family's loyalty in their sort of Italian mobby type way. But they never actually follow through with what they say. They're always backstabbing each other. And I personally do believe that Melissa and Joe Gorga probably would have got pleasure out of seeing Teresa's sort of downfall if this whole Louis thing doesn't work out.
Freddie.
As if prison wasn't bad enough. It wasn't bad enough. She went to prison on national TV. Like, let's, embarrass her new fiance and make sure that he's not credible, just like Juicy Joe wasn't credible, because the only person credible is Joe Gorga. Like, that's it.
But let me ask y'all a question. When all this come out, whose side do you think Melissa's husband is going to take? His wife or his sister?
His sister.
His wife. That's what he's taking. Listen.
He's not.
Melissa's not going to the she's going to the wedding, but she's not going to be a bridesmaid. Let me read this super chat really quick. Kelly Egan says, "Look, Teresa isn't going to listen to anyone." I agree.
Right.
The more people say he's dangerous, the more she'll hold on tighter to Louis. Melissa has tried her best to have Melissa has tried her best to have. She meant Melissa's back. That's what she said. But Teresa has never had Melissa and Joe's back.
But I think it's hard for Teresa too, because Joe Gorga makes out that Juicy Joe was the one that turned his parents against him. But Joe Gorga at the end of the day was the one that defaulted on a mortgage he took out on his parents' house.
Freddie is 100%
Exactly.
right.
Right.
And there's more to the story. We all know that.
Gorg.
But yeah.
But look, doesn't Melissa owe Teresa some kind of loyalty before you start agreeing and having conversations with the rest of the cast and running to the damn blogs?
Yes. Teresa was not loyal to her when she helped put out that rumor about her supposed to be a dancer in the club or stripper in the club.
They're just supposed to hate each other forever, Andrea.
Exactly. Are they, Andrea?
But they will hate each other forever. That's the truth of it. And I think Dolores is the sniper from the side here.
Everybody wants everybody to be loyal to Teresa. But has Teresa been loyal to anybody else?
To Jennifer Aiden.
That's it.
Listen to
No, but she
Terry.
hasn't really, because Jennifer Aiden actually said, she said in a confessional a couple of episodes ago, something like, I know that I have more loyalty to Teresa than she has for me, but I like her because we share the same old school values.
Right. I mean, but Teresa's provided an income for them. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but we don't know hypothetically if they really would have gotten on the show, number one, or if they would have been liked or had enough stuff, a storyline to go around if it wasn't for Teresa.
She's telling the truth. Come on, Andrea. They wouldn't even be on that show if it wasn't for Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Messy Perry says, Louis will be crying and running through the woods, crying by July. So funny.
And Teresa would probably be behind him running too. Louis, what's wrong? Louis.
Listen, I want to say something about their house. That house is in an LLC. They said that whenever, it was a business investment whenever they first purchased it. Mm-hmm. And honestly, he did her a favor by her selling that mansion. She couldn't, nobody wanted to buy it. It was on the market for so long. So honestly, that helped her in the long run, because now she doesn't have that huge mortgage. She could downsize and it's not a big deal, hypothetically, if they broke up.
So you're saying Louis isn't the only one getting something out of the relationship, because he definitely wants fame and he wants sex all day.
Right.
You're saying Teresa is also gaining by being in
Yeah,
that
she
relationship.
got rid of that house. It was on the market for a very long time. So at least if they were to break up, she could find something affordable that's, well built that she likes and not be. I'm sure their mortgage was high.
Yeah.
She went to prison. They were struggling. Like, I know they had a high monthly payment. So she could find something more reasonable now if they broke up.
Well,
True.
Jessica, I don't know what to make of that. I don't know.
But could I
because
say, I think
people were like
Dolores.
saying that the house wasn't built right. Like, I don't know if you saw the photos like circulating about how it wasn't like symmetrical. Like, Juicy Joe had built it himself, and there was just like a lot of errors like on the structure of the home, so it had a hard time selling.
Yeah, a very hard time.
Yeah.
And then Joe Gorga, because he likes allegedly claiming that he owns houses he doesn't own, probably said it was his all of a sudden.
You
as
haven't
well.
heard that, Sebastian?
I heard it, but I didn't know someone was going to bring
Freddie
that up.
doesn't back down. Freddie does
I
not
don't back down. And Joe Gorga does not scare me either. He can fly to London and find me.
He got some big hands. He got some big arms.
Freddie, we
He's a
got to
little
take a
boy.
break. Beverly Hills coming up, so we don't want to start angering these people. Like, we got to deal with PK this season.
Chris
Yeah,
Bassett.
and I've been blocked by You Want a New Villain, Diana woman. She's blocked me.
Already.
Yeah,
Who blocked you?
Diana Jenkins.
Diana Jenkins. Oh my God! No. Freddie, what is wrong with you?
Well, I exposed a feud that I think's going on, and I talked a bit about her past, and she's not really happy with that.
Oh my God! You'll have to come back and share.
You
All right,
will.
now
I might do.
Because
But
people
with
are.
Dolores, could I just say the quick, and I will go. The thing, I think Dolores could be a massive sniper on the side because her ex, David, is going out with Louis' ex-fiance. I think is Vanessa DiMartino. Now, now, what was it? So Frank Catania and Margaret's husband, Joe Benino, are still friends with Dr. David. So I think they are finding out information from Vanessa DiMartino potentially about what's happening, what Louis' past
But
is.
listen, Freddie, everyone talks. How does this make Dolores a sniper from the side? It actually puts Dolores in a very bad situation, doesn't it?
does.
If you know all of the stuff about Louis, Teresa's your good friend. What do we expect Dolores to do?
But their friendship isn't as good anymore because Teresa's now best friends with Dina Manzo, and
Well, that's right.
Dolores
That's right.
is
They
good
told me
friends
that.
with Caroline Manzo, and Caroline and Dina do not talk anymore because of Caroline Manzo taking Dina's alleged abusive ex-husband's side in court.
She wrote a letter in his favor for an early release from prison.
That was terrible. She was listen. I'm also being told that Dina is going to be a bridesmaid in the wedding.
That's what I've heard as well.
This is
But
too
you know
much.
what, Sharrell? But you know what, Sharrell? Everybody's talking. Even if Dolores would have told Teresa about how that man behavior is, do you really think that Teresa would have believed anybody?
No, that's why I'm saying this makes Jersey one of the best franchises because this is a real problem. This is really destroying a family because Gorga and Teresa are the only two family that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Melissa, I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have buddied up with the rest of the cast because I know you said that Teresa did her dirty, but at some point she's still Teresa's family. Yeah. And you got to put family first. Andre, don't give me that look. I was just saying, at some point, or they're going to keep fighting, right, Sebastian?
Like, I know a lot of things that have happened in my family, and I keep my mouth shut about certain things, and I think that they should have done the same thing. Melissa should have done the same thing and should have never was buddying up with anyone on the other side. And Margaret is very messy. I do not like Margaret. She's very messy and likes to stir the pot.
Well, what is Margaret supposed to do? She's trying to warn Teresa. Teresa's not listening.
Well, Teresa won't know. She won't realize it till it hits her. And we never know. Maybe Louis is changed. We don't know.
I mean, I'm sorry, but Teresa really is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. She is only someone that wakes up to it unless she's literally hit round the face with it.
I don't want to be messy. You said that Teresa has changed.
No, I said Louis might have changed.
Louis might have changed. The 153 member sex group is still up.
Sharrell.
What?
We are in 2022, and this is very common now. We're in 2022. These groups are very common now.
Well,
Wow.
Teresa
okay.
a part of it, I wonder.
When are you going to go to your sex group, Sebastian?
Oh, hey, what's good?
No, ew, no, I'm not doing that. But it's 2022, and people are more explicit now.
Curves, can you sound off really quickly?
First off, happy Friday, Sharrell and panel and chat. What's good? Oh my God.
Happy
I'm
Friday.
so glad you're talking about Teresa, because Teresa is like the poster child for reverse evolution. She's like
Thank you.
a Neanderthal. She's like, how do you get worse as you get older, but you still are parenting girls to act just like you? And then you said Louis might have changed. Whoever said Louis might have changed, yeah, right, because he picked somebody who hasn't changed, and you attract what you are. So, and then somebody else said that Melissa is family, and so she should have XYZ'd. Excuse me, Teresa's part of the same family that she never XYZs. So she gets what's coming to her. How dare she expect more than what she's willing to give? How dare she always throw the Gorgas under the bus, forget about her brother, forget about their family. And
Okay,
then they still took care of her while her dude was off doing whatever he did to get himself deported. And they took care of her and supported her, but she never has and never will have.
Hallelujah.
Curves. I'm going to need you to have a little more compassion. Have you
Right,
ever
no.
interacted with a narcissist?
Have I ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's an abusive relationship.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean you give them passes. They need to go work on that stuff and stop abusing people. Teresa is an abuser. She has
Yes.
abused Melissa. She continuously
You're calling
throws her
Teresa
brother
an abuser?
under-
Yes.
She's an abuser, yeah. The way she treats Joe and Melissa constantly. And then she told Melissa, tell her to shut the F up. No, you tell somebody you feel like telling us. You tell them.
She's trying to not excite the situation. That's why she said, Melissa, you tell her. Because if she were to say...
because she thinks she has control over people that she has no dominion over.
Exactly.
I
Thank
wish
you.
Melissa would tell more. I wish Melissa would have
No,
more vertebrae.
no,
I wish Melissa would have more mouth.
I
I wish
do
Melissa
too.
would
Thank you,
run and
Curtis.
tell
Thank
that
you.
all the way
Thank
till the
you.
cows come home, because Teresa has been acting this way forever.
From day
And
one.
now
From
she's
day
back to
one.
flipping tables. Really, you guys, you want me to have compassion for somebody who flipped tables, went to jail, came back, namaste, and now they flipping tables again? No, she should have learned her lesson.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Curtis.
but she does have a bit of
Curves.
freak in her. But Melissa and Joe are just as bad.
How
They
so?
do not have
How
integrity
so? They don't demand.
either.
They don't. At least they don't demand anything from Melissa that they're not willing to at least
No,
pretend to
but they
do.
do
Freddie,
demand
why do you say
stuff.
that, Freddie? Why do you say that, Freddie?
Yeah, go ahead.
But because they sort of go behind people's back and do things. And
Teresa,
actually,
you tell?
as we found out, Joe Gorga was the one that told Teresa that Evan was allegedly having
And even that, if that's your family, and somebody's
who's
supposed to have
allegedly
your back,
blonde and
she
her
should have
name is
taken that to the
allegedly
grave.
Stephanie, the
She should
personal
have taken
trainer.
it to the grave.
This is dividing a family. This is dividing the cast.
Teresa's
It's
always been
dividing
dividing
us.
the family. Teresa
No, it's not
divided the
Teresa.
family when her in-laws weren't getting along with her brother because of her husband, and she did nothing to unify that family except for dig a deeper hole.
No,
for them.
that's wrong. No, it's because
No, that's what I witnessed.
Joe
As a
Gorga,
viewer, that's what I saw.
he took a loan against his parents' house and defaulted on it. That was what caused the problem. That's not
Exactly.
Joe Judice's fault at all.
Curves?
Who said that?
Did Freddie shut you down?
Well,
I did.
I never heard that for information, but what I've seen as a viewer is what Teresa has done to her brother and never has his back. And now, even what Freddie just said, for her to get to this reunion and be like, well, Joe was the one that told me about Evan. Please, but you demanding loyalty? Kick rocks, Teresa.
You got to
Oh
give it
my
back. You got to give it back.
No. We're not.
All right,
doing
guys,
it.
let me take some more callers. Thank you so much, Jessica, for getting the ball rolling.
Thank you.
Colleen,
It was great to see you guys. Have a great day.
you
Happy
too.
Friday.
Take care.
I'm gonna
Bye,
subscribe
guys.
to your channel.
Bye.
I'm gonna bring up. This is crazy. Craig,
Team Melissa.
hold on.
Oh my God. Oh,
Is it
Sharrell,
Mavis?
darling. Oh my goodness. I want to cry. I literally
Hi,
want to
Kim.
cry.
Hey,
Hi,
Naomi.
one of these days, I'm going to come in here and have my hair done, my makeup on, so you can see how
I
cute I
want to.
really am.
Okay, let's start with you, Mavis. Sound off. What do you think about this crazy situation? It is crazy.
Teresa is a narcissist.
Oh,
It's all
God.
about her. And how I know, I just realized that my brother is a narcissist.
Goodness.
And
Is
because,
Teresa a narcissist, Kim, or is Louis?
well, Louis doesn't talk as much
Oh
to
my
really
God,
get
I
a
can't.
pinpoint thing on it. But a narcissist is someone who only thinks about themselves, talks about themselves, nothing negative about them. They don't apologize. They don't support you when they need to. And that's not
Andres.
family. That's not.
Teresa.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Naomi, sound off really quick.
Okay, so the thing is with Melissa, like you can tell that obviously she married up with Joe, and like I think for Teresa's point is like her brother Joe gave her a very beautiful life with like beautiful kids, and like it's not Teresa's job to make the effort to be friends with her brother's wife. Like she should be making the effort. And from when Melissa told her that like she did not want her coming on the show and that it was not going to be good, like they should have listened and then they wouldn't be in these problems. So I don't feel like it's Teresa's fault when she told them she didn't want them on the show.
But
And-
it's not her show.
But they wanted
It's not her
but they
business.
chose the fame over the family. Like she was already on the show. So if she said if you guys come on the show, it's gonna cause risks and it's not gonna
Well,
be
I guess you said the same thing to Kathy them too.
But why is she at fault though? Because she told them that this was gonna happen. She said it's
It
not
ain't her show.
She pre-planned it.
But the only reason that Melissa is on the show is because she
Who
likes so
does that? Especially to family. Come
my
on,
God.
you're not you don't give family breaks like that. Things I wouldn't put up with friends.
Melissa does
Family.
Teresa's back though. Literally.
Let's hear it. Mavis, jump in the conversation. What are your thoughts?
Sharrell,
Yeah.
all I want to say that I'm just gonna give the best love. I love Andrea. My love to Andrea. I love you,
Andrea.
sweetheart. I love you so much, sweetheart.
I
It's
do
first time to
too.
be here. I'm in Africa. I'm in Africa. I'm in
Oh, you're in
African. Right
Africa.
now,
You're breaking up. What part of Africa are you in?
I'm in the zone. It's 18 past 10 right now
It's
at
10
night. I'm sleepy. I'm in bed now. That's why. Yeah, I'm doing it to guys. I'm in bed. It's first time. I love you, Sharrell. Your hubby.
Thank you.
I love you. And your hubby. I love you. I watch you every day. When you say, guys, I had to. First time I catch you up. I just want to tell you that I want to cry. I love you so much. I love you, Sharrell. I love you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Sound
Sound
Thank
off really
you.
quickly. What do you think about
Where's
this
that
mess?
girl?
You're breaking up.
The mess. Well, I'm in Africa. I just said I'm in Africa.
I know.
Just know that I love you.
I
love you so
too.
much.
Thank you. That was really
We
sweet.
all love you.
You know what's on here?
You're
You
done,
know what
Andrea?
was Andrea? You know
Yeah.
what was on is? Thank
can't
you,
hear her.
sweetheart.
Wait, I have to drop you, Mavis. You're breaking
hear.
up. Okay, she's breaking up.
I really just don't like
Don't
how understood Teresa is because I feel like she gets a lot of hate and a lot of heat towards her. And like, even though she's not like always the craziest one on the show, I think Margaret's pretty dirty too. So is Jackie. So is Melissa. Like, I feel like she's used as a scapegoat.
You guys are crazy. You guys are
Naomi brings it
crazy.
on.
I love Melissa and Margaret.
Oh my God, no, no, Margaret, Marge,
By the time
no.
Melissa met Joe, he was
She's,
already earning
she's
a lot of
an
money.
adult and she doesn't put up with any shit.
Sorry, I was.
All right, listen, guys, I gotta wrap this up because I have another video
No, you
after
don't.
this.
You have to wait. On the one sitting next to you, I can't see her name in the blue shirt.
Naomi, Andrea.
No.
Yeah, Andrea. Her and I agree on a lot of shit going on here.
Poor Kim. You agree with Andrea?
Yeah.
All right, listen, I got to wrap this up because I do have another video. Thank you guys so much for calling in. I appreciate the call. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll be back.
Okay, thank you. You're so funny. All right, listen, it is what it is. New Jersey is got a real situation going on here. Allie says Melissa didn't marry up. Joe is from Patterson, New Jersey. I would definitely keep my purse tight walking through there. Ooh, wow. It's a real situation. I feel that Teresa is really in a bad situation. She has blinders on right now. She's about to walk into the lion's den. This is a bad situation for the cast, for the family. It's even dividing the fans. It's really, really crazy. Hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll be having more information, even more bombshells to share with you guys. But for right now, let's just leave our thoughts in the comment section. What are we going to do with this crazy situation? You got Melissa being the mole, you got Margaret teaming up with her. That's what I think. And they're trying to get that information to her. I don't think it's out of spite. I think Louis is bad news. And hopefully I will prove that in the next couple of days. In the meantime, please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do, so I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. New Jersey's crazy. It really is. Until next time, I'll see you guys at the scheduled time. Bye for now.